Still rocking my world that a product that has been in use in America for 100 years with babies is dangerous. One of the stories we'll be talking about on Today in Ohio, the news podcast discussion from Cleveland.com and The Plain Dealer. Chris Quinn with Lisa Garvin, Laura Johnston, and Layla Tassi. And Laura, you get the baby powder story. I can't believe how bad Johnson & Johnson looks in this one. It's a product that was a part of many American lives for more than 100 years, and all the while it was poison. How much will Johnson & Johnson pay total, and how much will it pay to Ohio for hiding the dangers of the talc in its powders, including powders long used on babies?
Right. I mean, this was a standard, right, on the diaper changing table. This is what you did when you changed your kid's diaper. So they didn't get diaper rash. So Johnson & Johnson is paying Ohio $27.7 million. In total, they're paying out $700 million to multiple states. They're not admitting anything here, but the states
wait. Let's just stop there. When you're paying this many hundreds of millions, and actually they're in agreement to pay $3 billion to individual people,
True.
You've admitted wrongdoing. You're slime. You should just say, okay, we did it, because the money says, okay, we did it.
Right. I mean, it's a ton of money here. And we're talking about this talc baby and body powders. Obviously, it was marketed to mothers for babies, which is like the most sensitive thing you can try to market to any kind of American family. But there's evidence linking talc, which contains asbestos, to ovarian cancer and mesothelioma. I can't say that.
Mesothelioma.
There you go.
Thank you very much. So they sold these for a century, up through 2020. Like 4 years ago, these were being marketed to people. And now it's going to pay this money out in chunks through 2027. 60,000 other plaintiffs suing.
And they knew it. That's the thing is the evidence shows they knew it, and they kept marketing it anyway. God, when I was a kid, you would have like clouds of this stuff floating around. I can't believe that they knowingly sold this product for use on babies, man. I mean, that's what you're supposed to be the most protective of, and they knew it. And now they play this game like, we're not admitting anything wrong. We're just going to pay billions of dollars. I don't think Dave Yost is getting enough. I think they should be pretty much billed out of existence for visiting this upon people.
Right. And they've maintained this, idea of, their baby shampoo, and this has been their kind of brand, has been for babies.
No more tears.
Right.
Safe.
No more, exactly.
Safe. The whole thing was Johnson & Johnson was the safe product for using on your infants. I mean, that was their whole stock and trade, and they knew it wasn't, and they sold it anyway. They shouldn't be in business anymore. Everybody should just say, okay, we cannot trust you ever again. Go away. It's an amazing story. I just don't think 27 million is enough. How many people in Ohio were exposed to this?
Right. I don't know the answer to that. And I don't know how many people got sick, because that's what we're really talking about, right? The health of the consumers who use this product. And Reuters started this in 2018 when they published this investigation that showed internal documents knew that the company knew that they had asbestos in its talcum powder.
Yeah, it's different if we didn't know and had no evidence of it, but they knew. It's another example of why journalism is so key to the success of government in this country. It wasn't government that did this. It was journalists that did this. Reuters did this. And then the government piled on because they saw they could get cash out of them. But
well, go ahead.
Go ahead, Lisa.
No, I was going to say that, and they spent years downplaying the effects of talc and kind of discrediting some of the studies that linked it to ovarian cancer. But if you notice, in the last several years, there is no talc in their baby powder anymore.
Yeah, they knew. They sold it anyway. They didn't care about the safety of people. They just cared about the bottom line. And I don't think it's enough. $3 billion isn't enough. I mean, and I would never buy another product from this company. This is as sleazy, underhanded, and sinister as it gets. And it's one of the most amazing stories about consumer products in my lifetime.
I really feel like we need a good movie about this, right? About the investigation and how this came to be, and the people hiding it at Johnson & Johnson, a good period piece about it.
Were you still using it when you were raising your kids?
I don't think I used it on a regular basis, but I'm sure I have it. I'm sure I have it now.
Wow. All right. Amazing story. You're listening to Today in Ohio.